Hey guys, what up, Jeff? Jeff, I just sent you an email. What up, Troy, Kelsey, Kevin? What up? We've got Jeff in there, Donald. What up, everybody? Get started here shortly. Give me a chance to make an update to the site, and then we'll get started. What up, Steve? Dudley. Hey, what up? Hey, Donald. So I'll explain that, but it's pretty simple. Each week you just pick one team. You're only allowed to pick that team once all season, and as long as the team you pick to win that week wins their game, you move on to the following week. And it's just plain as simple as that. It's just what they call a survivor league. Everybody just picks one team every week, and everybody can pick whoever they want. It's just once you pick that team, you're not allowed to pick that team again. Hopefully that made sense. Alright, let me get some stuff here on my end, and then we'll get started. Alright, I am going to go get a beer, and then we'll get started here, guys. So let me grab my brewski, and then we'll get going. Got brewskis in hand. What up, Azan? By the green screen, it's we're gonna get started here shortly. That's all. Oops, I gotta put Jeff View in there. Alright, so a little dad break love. Got some of that Leaf Seeker IPA and a little field study. So a couple IPAs from Trogs are my brewskis in here tonight. Alright guys, give me 1 second. Put Jeff's name on there. Alright, there we are. Yeah, not after how he did when he wasn't. Alright. So, tonight, got a whole bunch of breaks ahead of us. Let me go over, if you bought 5 or more spots, you're automatically going to get something in the mail, as always. Alright, so as always, you buy 5 or more, a little love's coming your way. Alright, tonight, you buy 5 or more, you get a pack of Prestige 2024 Football Gravity. How about a hobby pack of Topps Athletes Unlimited? A 23-24 NHL Topps sticker pack. A Score Football 2025 Score a Treat pack. And then a Topps Heritage Baseball 2023 pack. As long as you bought 5 or more spots, that's a pretty decent stuff coming your way. Now a real nice upgrade when you bought 10 or more spots. How about a pack of Bowman Baseball 2021 Jumbo. A pack of 2020-2021 Upper Deck Hockey. Some Garbage Pail Kids Chrome 2023 pack. A Score a Treat 2025 football pack, and an Absolute 2024 Gravity football pack. So, pretty nice stuff available tonight for anybody that bought 5 or more spots. What up, everybody? They did a question on the fantasy. When we pick a team, you're picking just to win. That's all you have to do. There's no spread. You just pick them to win. The only thing is you're not able to pick that team again. So if you pick them to win, you can't pick that team ever again the rest of the season. So that's the catch. You can only use that team that you're picking once. Alright guys, for those that are wondering, I'll go over this stuff here. So here's our upcoming break schedule. We are live right now, 10 p.m. August 1st here. We're going to again break again next week on Tuesday and Friday, a normal break schedule for us next week. We'll be breaking on Friday, or on Tuesday at 10 p.m. and then Friday at 10 p.m. as well. Those that are wondering, this is the fantasy football information. You just click here. They'll talk about it. It's 100% free to play. And there's $150 worth of Dad Break gift cards that you can win. Seriously, completely free to play. Just thought it'd be a fun thing to do. So go ahead, check that out. Feel free to share it with other people that you know. The more the merrier. Alright, so spots that are still out there. Not a ton, but there are a few. This is the baseball. This is a 3-box break. So it's 2 photos and 1 jersey. At this point, we just have the Rockies, the Marlins, the Brewers, the Twins. The fact that the Twins are still available is a shocker, considering everybody that's ever played for them is no longer a Twin. And then we have the Rays and the Nationals. Baseball, or football, I should say, this is the 3-box break. It's 2 jerseys, 1 mini helmet. We just have the Jaguars available at this point, just Jacksonville. Then we have the Gold Rush baseball break. This is 2 autographed Gold Rush baseballs, 1 autographed bat. And we are looking at the Guardians, the Rockies, the Tigers, the Marlins, the Twins, the Phillies, and the Rays available. So that's all that remains in the baseball break. Hockey, we have 2 divisions remaining. 2 divisions. We have the Atlantic and the Pacific. The Atlantic and the Pacific. That's by division. We are now sold out of the Blitz box. In the authentic helmet, this is 1 full-size authentic helmet and 1 Gold Rush jersey. We have the Cardinals, the Jaguars, and that's it, guys. Just the Cards and the Jags. So 2 spots remain in that. And then in the Gold Rush bat and 2 TriStar break, at this point we just have the Twins and the Rockies. Twins and Rockies available. Everything else tonight is sold out. Alright, guys. Well, that's a look at everything. Here's a look at our football break. Cheers to everybody out there. We're going to start this out, and if you are new and joining us for the first time, we do a lot of guessing and giveaways throughout the evening. For this, you are going to look at a football box. It's 1 autographed jersey in this box. Everybody in the chat, you are going to give me 2 NFL teams. 2 NFL teams. If you guess correctly, 1 person will get to pick a box of mystery. There'll be 2 hits, and there'll be 1 whammy. Xylan, Asham. We did not do that one already. That one's coming up later. There's a whole bunch of breaks that we do throughout the evening, Xylan. So this is a break night, box break. That'll be coming up later on. Probably, I'm going to guess anywhere from 30 to 60 minutes from now will be my guess when we actually do that specific break. Alright, we have box 1 on the table. We also have boxes 2 and 6. 1, 2, and 6 are the possibilities here. When we figure out which box we're going to use, we go over to random.org to figure that out. Alright, so we'll go to the list randomizer. 1 to placeholder 2 and 6. 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 1, the guy that's out there sticking with what's fun. Alright, guys. This break features Melanie in the break with us tonight. Welcome, Melanie. First time breaker with us. Welcome. Melanie's got the Cardinals. David's got the Falcons. Mark has the Ravens. Mike has his Buffalo Bills. Troy's got the Panthers. Peter in the house. Welcome, Peter. Peter's breaking with the Bears. Chris has the Bungles. That's Chris C with the Bungles. Chris B with the Brownies. We've got Mark with the Boys. Chris C with the Broncos. Melanie's got the Lions. Troy's got the Packers, the Texans, and the Colts. Jeff has the Jags. William's got the Chiefs. Troy's got the Raiders and the Chargers. Mark has the Rams. Troy has the Dolphins. Mark has the Vikes and the Pats. Chris has the Saints and Giants. Troy's got the Jets. Michael's got the Philadelphia Eagles. Mark has the Steelers. Melanie with the Niners. Larry's got the Seahawks, the Bucks, and the Titans. Kelsey's sitting on the commode. Alright, guys. I'm going to call this here. We're going to call it as no more guesses. My daughter makes the good luck charms, and why not? Let's go with the with one of the OGs, Spoonie right here. Here we go. Let's go. Oh yeah. Here we go. Big hits. Woo! Ouch! That hurt. That hurt. All right, we've got box one. It is sealed up all the way around. Backside, our secondary seal is going to be right there. There's the front. We're going to give this a cut across. I got you, Mike and Thomas. You guys are welcome in there. We're going to cut in this, see what we got. Oh, big hit from the New York Giants. We have Hall of Fame legendary linebacker Lawrence Taylor. Lawrence Taylor on the hit. Look at that signature up there. That is a Beckett authenticated LT. Alright, very nice hit. Very nice way to start things off. Alright, Giants going out to Chris C. Chris C. Alright, Chris, congratulations. Alright, Lawrence Taylor. Alright, as long as you put a Giants guess, you're going to have a chance at a box of mystery. Then again, no Giants guesses. Someone go through, make sure I'm seeing that correctly. I don't see a correct Giants guess. That would mean I'm going to give everybody a chance at a box of mystery here. Let me put these boxes together. Why not? Boxes of joy together for you guys. Potential big time hit. That is for sure. Alright, these will be the boxes here. We have a shark, we have gold, and we have the babes. Alright, as long as you guys put a guess in, everybody's going to have a chance at a box of mystery. Did I miss anybody? Did anybody guess correctly? No. Alright. Alright. Into the randomizer go. We will take only the names. So, like, ones with the Jones's guess, the Steelers Jags wouldn't count. We would only take Jones's name. Because some of these square down to the second line. Alright, so top name with a guess. Or top person's name will get a box of mystery. There's 5. There's 6. One more makes it 7 times. Alright, look at that. As I just said it. Jones, there you go. Jones, you get to pick a box of mystery. Congratulations, Jones. Alright, Jones. We have shark, we have gold, and we have babes. Page, por favor. Alright, that means you pass up on gold. And in gold, oh, missed out on the whammy. This was not just your typical fruit cocktail. This was, from Fred, some sticky notes. Some sticky notes, post-it notes, whatever you want to call it. Fruit cocktail post-it notes. So we missed out on that. Alright. Then you passed up on the shark. The shark had a premium metal proof 2024. So these are pretty nice, these premium ones. Missed out on that. Alright, that means, Jones, you are staring down at the Babes, and the Babes have, look at that, a Resurgence pack. Let's see what's coming out of here for you from my Resurgence pack 2024. Tops. Alright, there's a Jamal Charles, a Fred Taylor. These are some heyday running backs right there, fantasy-wise. How about a Cameron Minchins rookie right there? And that was a refractor, actually. And then Adonai Mitchell. But a little Minchins. I said Minchins. Yeah, Kitchens rookie right there from the Rams defensive back. I knew I said Minchins, and I'm like, you are welcome. Alright, guys. Let's head on over. Do a little divisional love. Let's do some divisional love right here. I will, as we get things lined up, you guys are going to guess. I'm going to get caught up in the orders that have come in since the break has started. We get caught up. You guys are going to put in guesses here. Your guess is going to be for the mini helmet, which is going to be box 5. This guy right here. We know it's going to be box 5. So you guys are going to tell me one NFL division. One NFL division. And at the end, we're going to have 3 boxes. There'll be 2 hits. There'll be 1 whammy. Alright, there'll be 3 hits, 3 boxes, 2 hits, 1 whammy at the end of these 3 breaks. And let me get caught up here. We know we're breaking box 5. So I'm just going to get caught up in the orders that came in since we started the breaks. Thank you guys so much. If you have questions, let me know. Alright, so as I put these in order, Aaron, you grabbed a blitz spot. I've got Aaron with a blitz spot. Kevin with the last 3 blitz spots, actually. Steve grabbed the Atlantic here on the screen you guys see. Daniel's got the Phillies. Philadelphia Phillies. Thomas has the other puck spot, the Pacific. We have Jake with the Guardians of the Galaxy. And the Cardinals. Jones in for some love with the Nats. And the Jaguars closing down that break. Thank you, Jones. And then we just got coming in right now, Jones with the Jags. Thanks, Jones. Alright, closed out a couple of those. I appreciate it. And let me just rearrange the site a little bit to make things a little less hectic for everybody. Alright. So last call on those guesses, you just put an NFL division in there. We've got Larry with the AFC East and the AFC North. Noel has the AFC South. Andrea has the AFC West. Steve, the NFC East. Larry, the NFC North. Michael, the NFC South. And Kelsey, looking for a hit with the NFC West. Alright, guys, that'll do it. Good luck to everybody out there. If you have questions, let me know. But let's get into this. Thanks, Jones. I appreciate it. Alright, guys. Let's use the pizza. Alright. Game on. I could go for... I haven't had pizza in a while. I could go for some pizza. That sounds good right now. Box 5. Box 5 sealed up all the way around. It's a rip it, then ship it kind of deal. Alright, so box 5, here we go. Ooh, we have a specialty helmet alert. A slate helmet of a Steeler. Alright, I have to look that up. I'm not sure I know that signature, but that's a sick looking helmet. Steeler, that'll be an AFC North hitter, so we'll be going out to Larry. Beckett authenticated. I'm not sure. Looks like Larry, maybe. Funny? Larry? Levon Kirkland? Maybe that's Levon Kirkland. Alright, let's see. This is Beckett on the authentication. It might be Levon Kirkland. Alright, 2W991733. Alright, so we got 2328. It is Levon Kirkland. Look at me. Alright, Levon Kirkland on the hit right there. Going out. Middle linebacker. He was a beast in size. Built like a lineman almost. Playing middle linebacker for the Steelers in the 90s. Levon Kirkland. Wow. Alright, that is going out to Larry. AFC North on the guesses here. Your name's going to get added. AFC North. Donald. Dad and Will. Are those the only two correct guesses? I could be wrong, but are those the only two correct guesses there? And Andrea, welcome, by the way, and Noel. Even though you guys didn't get hits, you'll still get a little something in the mail as a welcome gift. And I want you to stick around. We'll do giveaways all night. Alright guys, so Donald and David are the only two names that got added. Go ahead, put a guess in. If you like the guess you put in, stick with it, type it in again. But give me a division for the full-size football. We're going to do a full-size football now. I have boxes 6 and 8 as possibilities for this, 6 and 8. Go ahead, put your guesses in. We're going to see if I can add a couple names here. Alright. Let's head over to random.org. 6 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 6, the one that's out there, we'll stick with it. Alright, June has the AFC East. Michael, the AFC North. Steve, the AFC South. Michael E, so that has the AFC West. Michael C had the AFC North. Stacy's got the NFC East. Chad, the NFC North. Troy, the NFC South. And Dave has the NFC West. Alright guys, I'm calling this one here. No more guesses. Let's do it. What up, Kyle? Cheers to everybody out there. Again, I rip it and ship it. Donald, I got you in there. Alright, this is box 6. Sealed up. All the way around. Bottom, top, sides. All looking good. Another rip it and ship it deal. Alright, we have a Jacksonville Jaguar. Oh, I know that one. That's Maurice Jones-Drew, MJD. Maurice Jones-Drew on the Jaguars ball with all their Super Bowls right here. Alright, we have a Jaguars autograph football. That's an AFC South hit. AFC South. Alright, that is going to go out to Steve. Steve, congratulations. Hey, Andrea, no worries. Congratulations on joining. Welcome, finding us, however you want to word it. I do giveaways all the time, so you're welcome to staying here. It is a fun logo, Steve. I agree. Remember the actual Jaguar that they originally were going to use? And their logo became a secondary one, but... Alright. MJD. Alright, we are going to add all the correct guesses. This is an AFC South guess. Alright, Francis. And I think Francis is the only name we're adding. Tony Bozelli. Alright. I think Francis is the only name we're adding. Alright. Remember, we're going to take 2 names at the end here of all the correct guesses. And so far, we only have 3 correct guesses. Alright. It is time to do a hockey puck. Alright, so we're going to use a hockey puck. And because we still have 9 boxes from the case, give me a second. Just going to put them all on the screen. I'll put it like this. Alright. And we'll count down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1's at the top, 9's on the bottom. Just easier than typing 9 separate numbers. Figure out which box we're going to use here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 8, so it's the next to the bottom one. Box number 8, so next to the bottom. So let me pull these out. This is 67, so remember that number, 67. That's what we're going to use. Alright, so box 6, 7. Alright, guys. Last call on the guesses. You're giving me 1 NHL division. Alright, last call. We've got Steve has the Atlantic and the Metro. Daniel has the Central. And Thomas going with the Pacific. Gita. So that was for a box break. A single jersey live box break. So we do breaks the whole night. Are you familiar at all with box breaking? Yeah, welcome. Alright, guys. We'll call no more guesses. Alright, game on. Tap that right there. Box 6, 7. Sealed up all the way around. Cut that right there, like so. A little light for the NFC South guess. Alright, secondary seal is going to be underneath this. Cut into that. See what we got. Maybe. There we go. Hit parade. Low info. Oh, we have NHL draft. NHL draft. Alright. We have a little Radko Guda. Alright, and 66th pick in the 2010 draft. Alright, so this goes current team. Radko Guda. Alright, Radko Guda. And Captain Still. Alright, Captain Still for the Anaheim Ducks. Anaheim Ducks. Alright, so we have an Anaheim Duck hit right here. Alright, so Anaheim, that's going to be Pacific. That's going out to Thomas. Thomas, congratulations. Nice hit right there. A little Radko Guda. Those era pucks are kind of cool, Thomas. I like it. Congrats. I'll have to fill in. Hold on. Give me a second here, and I will fill him in. All right. So I have Pacific, and then if anybody wants to fill in Peter on what's going on, I will. Go ahead. I will in a second myself. Alright, Blacko Gouda. Alright, Pacific for the guess. Alright, Kelsey, you got the guess correctly. Let's see. Mike, you've got the correct guess here. Daniel. Steve. And June. And then, of course, Thomas not only got the hit, he got the correct guess. And so did Jeff. This is popular. Jake and Troy with correct guesses. Alright. So we had quite a few names on this one. Kelsey, Mike, Daniel, Steve, June, Thomas, Jeff, Troy, and Jake. Alright. So, Peter, what we're doing box breaks. So when you bought a spot, so say this was the football jersey, alright? Just saying this was the football jersey. We open that up. You bought a single jersey break item, alright? When we open it up, whatever team comes out of that would go to the person that bought that spot. These items cost a lot more than a single item. You know, these boxes cost me a lot more than what one spot would cost you. You essentially are getting a chance at a really, really nice, what they call a headliner item, in your case a jersey, for a fraction of the price. Alright? Now, I will give you the heads up. We did the break you already were in at the start of the evening. Alright? It was the very first break, so that thing is already recorded. You are welcome to stick around. We are going to be doing giveaways the whole night. If you like what's going on, I have a website. It's dad-breaks.com. I'll actually pull you over to it right now. You can see I sell spots on here as well. Not a whole lot left. There's some baseball, though. And I think that's it. So just some baseball spots at this point. Alright, so that is kind of what's going on right now. What there, I think hopefully it kind of made sense. Alright, so we are going to have 3 boxes of mystery, 2 hits, 1 whammy. Alright, so there'll be 2 hits, 1 whammy in the 3 boxes, and I'm going to have 2 people get a box of mystery here. I am going to put those boxes together first. Alright, I'm going to put those boxes together first. And we will see what kind of love you guys are going to get tonight. Alright, so I'm going to put those together first. Alright. Well, that'll do, donkey, that'll do. Alright, 2 hits, 1 whammy. There'll be 3 names, or 2 names picked here. 2 names picked. Alright, top 2 unique names will get to pick a box. If a name repeats, we'll take the 3rd name down. But the top 2 unique names get the box 7th time. There's 4, there's 5, 6, and 7 times. So it's going to be on this time Kelsey and Thomas. Kelsey and Thomas, you are each going to get to pick a box of mystery here. Alright, so Kelsey, you'll get to pick first. And then it's going to be Thomas's selection. So congratulations, guys. Kelsey and Thomas. Thomas coming off a nice win. No worries, Peter. Shark, you got it. Babes. Alright, you guys both passed up on the trash. And the trash had a pack of Chronicles football. 2021 Chronicles football. Alright, Thomas went with the babes. Alright, Thomas, how about this? It's a basketball pack, but how about some Monopoly Prism? Monopoly Prism basketball. Alright, nice pull right there, Thomas. Alright, Thomas, Monopoly Prism basketball. Let's see what you're getting. 24-25. There's a JJJ, Triple J's, Jaron Jackson Jr., a Franz Wagner, a Jimmy Butler, and a Brandon Ingram. Alright. Nothing huge, but hey, it's a Monopoly pack. They're fun. And you could actually play the game with it if you wanted to. Alright, Thomas, those cards coming your way. Alright, Kelsey. Now, Kelsey, we know the fate has you sitting on a whammy. Let's see what's coming out of the shark. Ooh, are you hungry? Would you like to make a trip to White Castle? Because you just got yourself a pair of socks from White Castle. Oh yeah. Little midnight crew sock. Midnight run to White Castle. Get yourself a sack of socks. And a sack of burgers. Same here, Steve. Hey, George. You're welcome, Kelsey. Alright, guys. We are having some fun. Alright, let me just real quick get up to date. What up, Matthew Murphy? Alright, Matthew Murphy getting one of the 20 spots. Michael getting one of the Marlin spots. Alright, guys. Real quick, I'll give you guys a rundown of what is out there. But first, alright, so we got some baseball love for you guys left. Alright, in the Gold Rush Lumber Edition bat, we just have the Rockies and the Twins available. This is a single bat from Gold Rush and a 2 baseball from TriStar Break. Then in the Gold Rush 16x20 photo and 2 jersey break, the 3 boxes, we have the Rockies, the Marlins, the Brewers, the Twins, and the Rays. And then last but not least, in the Gold Rush, 2 Gold Rush baseball break and 1 bat break, we have just the Rockies and the Tigers and Rays available. Everything else sold out. So that's a look at everything that is just available. Everything else tonight sold out. Upcoming schedule, we are breaking on Tuesday. Alright, guys. I think it's a good time for us to venture into some football. Let's do this. 1 mini helmet and not 1 but 2 jerseys. 1 mini helmet, 2 jerseys, and I want everybody out there in guessing land. So everybody out there in guessing land, you are going to give me 4 Major League Baseball players, 4 of them, on one line. 4 football players, not baseball. These are football players. If you guess baseball, you're gonna have some tough luck with this one. 4 football players on one line. So, Peter, What days do I do it? I always, on my website, dad-breaks.com, I have my upcoming break schedule. I try to do it on Tuesdays and Fridays. I also work a full-time job in education. I work that job year-round, so I do some traveling as well for that job. So that does take me away sometimes, and my schedule changes. So that's why I like to post an upcoming schedule on dad-breaks.com. If you like football, got a free Survivor Fantasy Football League on here as well. You guys are just joining. Check this out. It's 100% free. And to join, it uses Yahoo's survival platform and the group ID. You can share this with friends. Completely free. 1 entry per person. And first place to win a $100 gift card. Giving $150 worth of gift cards away. So check it out. A lot of fun. We'll have some fun following that along here as a group, I hope. Alright, let's figure these out. You're giving me 4 NFL players, 1 line. We have boxes 3, 4, 9, 11, and 12. 3 is on the table. That's for the mini helmet. So 3, 4, 9, 11, and 12. Top number will be the mini that we use. There's 4 times, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 11. Box 11. Let me grab that. So box 11's coming on. If I can grab that. There we go. Box 11. Box 3 out of there. Now for the jersey, we have boxes 1, 3, 4, and 7. 1, 3, 4, and 7 are the possibilities here for the jersey. One, 3, 4, 7. 1 and 3 are the placeholders. There's 2 times, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. So we're going to go with 3 and 7. 3 and 7. So 7's going to come on, and that's going to replace box number 1. Alright, so there's box 7. There goes box numero uno. Alright, guys. In our break, we have Jake with the Cardinals. Michael's got the Falcons and the Ravens. Adam's got the Buffalo Bills. Here comes Michael with the Panthers. Jake has the Bears. David with the Bungles. Mike has the Browns. Jared's got the Boys. Michael's got the Broncos and the Lions. Mike's got the Pack Attack. Big Dave's got the Texans. Here comes Chris with the Colts. Jones in for the Colt Jaguars. Case has the Chiefs and the Raiders. Justin with the Chargers. Keaton's got the Rams, David's got the Dolphins, Sarah's playing in tall, but in this case, also going for the Vikes. Michael wrote a boat of shorter and singing a little hallelujah with the Patriots. Jake's got the Saints, Daniel's looking to hit the Lions down with the G-Man. Michael's got the Jets, the Eagles, and them Steelers. Dave's got his Niners, Michael's got the Seahawks, William's got the Bucks, Dudley looking to hit big with the Titans, and Michael's sitting on the commode. Alright. Well, happy birthday, Peter. Peter! Hey, tell your buddies to get in here, sign on. They don't have to have spots. They can sign on as well, and they can win some stuff here, Peter. Get your buddies to sign on and win a little giveaways. Alright, guys. This is box 3. Box 3 right here. Let's use a little good luck charm here. A little championship ring. Why not? A little championship. Alright, box sealed right there. We're going to cut through it, see what we got. This is box number 3. Box number 3. I guess we got to cut open this area. Oh, ooh, it's a monster. We have a monster hit right here. Alright, there's not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 autographs on this bad boy. Alright, we have from the Houston Oilers run and shoot era. Look at that. Warren Moon in the center, a legendary quarterback. I know Hayward Jeffries. Who else we got here? We are looking at Warren Moon, Ernest Givens, Lorenzo White, Hayward Jeffries, and Curtis Duncan. That's awesome. Right there. I don't know. Yeah, we got them all on the screen right there. Look at that. Check that out. And then Beckett, big size, letter of authenticity. All right, Dudley. What a hit. What a hit, Dudley. What a hit. Just folding it back up so I can get it together for you here. That's a cool looking hit. Alright, here we go. Now let's get that pizza out there. Box 7 right there. Sealed up all the way around. Little crushed love in the back corner, but still sealed up. Box 7. Cut right there. Oh, look at that. Alright, we're going a little old school here. Yep, Davante Adams on a Packers jersey. Alright, so Green Bay Packers, Davante Adams. Alright, so that's going out to Mike. Mike, congratulations. Davante Adams, Packers love. Alright, let me mark these down. Davante Adams, and run and shoot. Yeah, you know what? I 100% agree with that assessment there, Steve. 100% agree with you on that. For a PC hit. I mean, when he goes into the hall, that's where he's going. Alright, box 11. Box 11 sealed up. Front, back. Now, if you're a fan of the other teams, I get it. Alright, ooh. We have some Jets glory right here. Some Jets love. Who do we have? Oh, look at this! Look at this! Davante Adams on a Jets helmet. That's insane. We just talked about that. Two different teams right there. Davante Adams on a Jets throwback style mini helmet, and Davante Adams on a Packers jersey. Two different teams, two different people getting Davante Adams. That's hilarious. That is insanely funny. Just talked about that. And that'll go to the other Michael, Michael C. All right. Now the real question, did anybody make any of these guesses correctly? Any of the players from the Houston jersey would count. Warren Moon, and then obviously Adams. All right, Jones had Adams, June had Adams, and all right, so you boys both getting a box of mystery. No whammies. Jones, and was it June, I think? Yep, it was June. Now, did anybody have Moon? No Moon shots. Alright, Jones and June. No whammies. I'm going to put 3 boxes out there. I'm going to put a really big potential item out there for you guys. Alright, so one of the boxes really big on its potential. All right. Whoops. All right. June and Jones, you can put your guesses in. David, have a good night. Yeah, stick around if you want, though. You're welcome to. Alright, June and Jones. Now, Peter, you don't get to pick a prize here because you didn't guess correctly. I don't think you did. Did Peter guess correctly? You know what? Give Peter... Peter will have a shark. It's his birthday. We're giving Peter the shark. Why not? Peter, you're getting the shark. You're new. We're giving you the shark. No, you're not only helping, you're getting a shark. Why not? It's your birthday. You're new here. Hopefully you're having fun. You'll join in some more. Let's do it. Peter's getting a shark. What was the shark? Peter, you're getting a pack of 2023 Prism Draft Picks. Look at that. Peter's getting some Prism Draft Pick love. All right, Peter. Peter. Hey, Peter, come out of here. Some Prism Draft Picks. All right, there's an LT. We pulled his auto earlier, so there's an LT. How about a DeAndre Hopkins? There's a Psyche Ikea. A Devon Witherspoon. Yeah, I can't say that name. Sorry. There's a Silver Prism coming out of here. Let's see what your Silver Prism is. A DK Metcalf. New Steeler Silver Prism. All right, nice pull. Those cards coming your way there, Peter. All right, June went with the Babes. All right, June, the Babes. Ooh, that's the big one, June. Look at that, the big one right here. Let's see what we're pulling out of this for you, June. It's a Press Premium 1 of 1 coming out of here. We'll give it a little tap. It's a 1 of 1 Press Proof Premium. You are getting a Reflector 101 Tyreek Cheetah Hill. Tyreek Hill. Nice looking card right there. Pass Proof 1 of 1 Tyreek Cheetah Hill. Alright, June, congratulations. Nice pull. On a Reflector 2024. Seriously, they were college dormies. Nah, I don't know if they're dormies. All right, Jones, you were getting a pack of Bowman U. Bowman U. Let's see, 2022 Bowman U. Let's see what's coming your way, Jones. Jones in for some heat. All right, how about a Bo Nix rookie? Bo Nix with a Oregon jersey. A Zach Calzada. Look at that. Josh Downs rambling. And a Nolan Smith. But a nice looking Bo Nix Oregon. You're welcome too, June. Welcome. Alright, 2 orders came in. Let me just put those in. Actually, it looks like maybe it was 3. I might have had that one. Yeah. Alright. Justin. What up, Justin? Hope you're doing well. Got the Rockies. And Ryan has the Twins and Tigers. Alright, Tigers in that break. Twins in that. Alright, guys, thank you. Alright, guys. The only thing I'm going to do right now, real quick, we have a few spots available if anybody's interested. Make sure if you haven't signed up, you sign up for your Dad Bucks rewards points. Every purchase you make will get you points that you can use for discounts and then potential giveaways we do in the future. So make sure you're signed up for that. And then we have breaks in just baseball at this point. So we have the bat, the jersey, the 2 jersey, 1 photo break, and then the other bat and 2 ball break. But this one is going to be the only break we do all night. That one, I can take that. Sorry, I had that highlighted. I wasn't sure if he wanted the spot or not, but Basilin is staying in. Take care, Andrea. Hey, Andrea, I work in education as well. So have a great night and take care. My parents were both teachers as well. Alright, guys. We have box number 2 on the table. This is the 3 jersey Raz. 3 jersey Raz. There is guaranteed to be at least one name you see on the left-hand side of your screen in this break. Give me a second here. Alright. At least one of these names is guaranteed to come out of this break. We have box number 2 on the table. We also have 3, 4, 5, 6, and I believe 7. No, 8. So 7 and 1 are missing. Every other number is there. Alright, so say we pull out of this box. There's going to be 3 jerseys. Say we pull out of there a Dennis Rodman. Charlene's going to be happy. But then we say we pull out of here also a Bijan Robinson. Bijan Robinson's not on our list. That means we would razz off the Bijan Robinson. All 35 names would have a chance. All 35 of these names have chances here for each jersey that's coming out. So that means that each name could win up to 2 times as well. All that being said, box number 2 is on the table. Let's figure out what box we're going to use. So we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 2, the one that's out there. Let's do it. Alright, guys. In our break, we have Justin with Allen Iverson. James has Bo Nix. Jared's got Brett Hall. Troy's got Charlie, a.k.a. Winning Sheen. Juan's got Chevy Chase. Jared's got Dan the Man Marino. Charlene's got the Worm. Troy's going with Dick Butkus and Emmett Smith. Juan has Fernando Tatis and the late night commercial Big Hurt. We've got Brad with the Fonz. David's got Jamar Chase. Mark has James Cook. Aslan's got Jeremy Roenick. Mike has Jim Kelly. Jared's got Joe Mixon. Dave has the GOAT before they knew what a GOAT was, Joe Montana. Jared's got Johnny Smoltz. Troy's got Larry Bird. Jared's got LT. Michael's got Michael Penix. We've got Jake with Paul Pierce. Mark has Peter Rose. Randall Cunningham. Oh, I know, Angela. That was very sad. And Ray Lewis. Mike has the Red Sox. Mark has Ricky Williams. David has Simon Slammin Sosa. We've got Troy with the Sandlot cast. Justin's got the Diesel. Jake has Sean Kemp. Justin's got Trey Young. Charlene's got Vincent LaRusso. And Mark's going with a little Zay Flowers. Alright, guys. Good luck here. Let's get our championship glory back out there. Championships! Give it a little tap. Only break we're doing all night without a giveaway will be this one. Every other one will have a giveaway involved. One cut there. Another there. Going across. Love and life. Alright, our first jersey. Not going to be from our list. He's had a career that has been quite long, though. Alright, quite long. Longer than a lot of people thought would be. We have Calvin Benjamin. Calvin Benjamin played at multiple positions. Tight end, wide receiver. But this will be a razzed-off jersey. Calvin Benjamin. That's a Panthers jersey. Yes, Daniel, this is an eBay only. Alright, we'll razz that jersey up. Alright, our next one also gonna razz off. Gonna razz off this one. How about a Dan Issel? Dan Issel, Denver Nuggets throwback jersey right there. Love the tricolor. You could call it. I know that they're looking for the horizon there, or sunset, but it is kind of like a rainbow. All right, so we got Dan Issel Denver jersey, and this one, here we go. Our hit. We have one hit from the list here. It's a big name, and he said he was leaving the break room. Let's see if he was being honest or if he's still here, because either way, he's got a hit. We've got Slammin' Sammy Sosa on a Cubs jersey. Beckett authenticated Sammy Sosa. Look at those pinstripes. Very nice. Someone just mentioned about Ryan Sandberg. There's a former teammate of the Sandman Rhino. Great, Ryan Sandberg. Or Sammy Sosa going up to David. Congrats. Alright, that is Beckett again on our authentication. Alright, now we have Dan Issel and Calvin Benjamin. Alright, I'm going to take all 35 names. I'm going to put them into random.org. The top name on the on the 7th time gets the Calvin Benjamin, because that's what we put on the list first. The second name is going to get the Dan Issel jersey, alright? So, let's go over to the randomizer. 7 times. All 35 players right there. 7 times. Top name gets the Benjamin. Second name gets the Issel. There's 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we go. Top name 7 times gets Benjamin. Second name gets Issel. Alright. Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon is going to get the Benjamin. And Ricky is going to get the Issel. Alright. Mixon gets the Benjamin. Ricky gets the Issel. Let's see who's got it. Alright, so Joe Mixon in this break is Jared. Jared, you got the Calvin Benjamin. There's a look at the auto and the JSA authentication. And then Ricky Run was Mark. Mark, you're getting a little basketball love from Dan Issel. Denver Nugget lore. That's a nice looking Issel jersey. Alright, let me mark these down. Alright, Calvin Benjamin going out to Joe Mixon. And then Dan Issel is going out to Ricky Run. Alright, guys. Hey! Peter, have a good night. Check it out. Make sure you bookmark dad-breaks.com. Check us out on Instagram as well. Alright, guys. Oh, to be young again. Oh, Vance. Yeah, right. Mr. Baker, the candlestick maker. I'm going to put you down as Brett. Alright, Vance / Brett. I don't know if you prefer Vance or Brett, but I'm putting you under Brett. Alright, either way. Brett, welcome back. Brett got a few baseball spots. The Rockies and the Rays. And the Rockies again. And then we've got the Marlins, the Brewers, the Twins, and the Rays. Brett, you close us down tonight with a great purchase. Brett, I am going to give you a little love. Alright, Brett. I have some 2020 Brett / Vance. If you're that in the chat, you can have a Heritage 2020 pack, a Heritage 2021 pack, or a Topps 2023 pack, whichever one you would like. Vance / Brett. You get to pick because you close this down, and I appreciate it. And it allows me to go and bring this break up. Break up. Alright, so it's one Gold Rush bat, not one but two autographed baseballs. Yes, Peter, yes. Always have the dates of the breaks listed on Dad-Breaks upcoming break schedule. It's always up the very top if you're on a mobile. I'll be right there. Check out the Survivor League. Share that with your friends, completely free. All right, someone. I'll let someone pick for Vance/Brett. I put you in as Brett. Maybe you like Vance more. I apologize. All right, going with the middle. You got it. Thomas is going to take... We'll go with what Thomas said. He said middle. All right, so we'll go with the one in the middle right there. 2021 Topps Heritage, courtesy of Thomas's selection. Vance, this is your pack. There's a David Bote. I think it's pronounced Bote. Luis Arias, just traded yesterday, actually. Luis Castillo. Ooh, you got a nice Xander Bogaerts. That's going to be numbered out of 999. This is 473 on a Xander Bogaerts. Will Crow. Ahmad Rosario, traded this month. There's Mr. Diaz. Kyle Cody. And a Daniel Vogelbach. The big man himself. All right. Nice looking Xander, though. Alright, Vance, this card's coming your way. Good selection, Thomas. Alright, guys. So for this, you're going to give me 4 Major League Baseball players on one line. 4 players, one line. If it comes out of the bat or either baseball, you'll get a box of mystery. We'll do no whammies on this. I was gonna say, what's up? Alright, boxes 1 and 3 on the table. We also have 5 and 6. That's for the jersey, the baseball. 1, 3, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. So 6 and 1 are going to be in this break. 1 is currently out there, but 6 is going to replace box 3. So there's 6. Box 3 is coming off. Box 1 is also out there. So 1 and 6 are going to stay out there. For the bat, we have 1 out there, and I think we have 2, 3, 4 as the other ones. I think 1 through 4 are the bats. I'll check. Yes, they are. 1 through 4. All right. 1's in the table. On the table, not in. In the table would be weird. Unless it had a gap that you put it in. There's 5 times. There's 6 and 7 times. Box 2. All right. Bat number 2. Tube number 2. All right. Here is bat 2. Not that one. We'll call last call on guesses. You're giving me 4 Major League Baseball players. Alright, we have in this break Adam with the Diamondbacks, Michael with the Braves, Mark has the Orioles, Joe has the Red Sox, Stacy's got the Cubs, Larry with the White Sox, Troy's got the Reds, Case has the Guards, Brett with the Rocks, Aaron's got the Tigers, Case has the Astros, Aaron with the Royals. Michael's got the Angels in the outfield. Jake has the Dodgers. We've got Case with the Marlins and the Brewers. Ryan with the Twins. Aaron with the Mets. Mark has the Yankees. Michael with the A's. Steve with the Phillies. Michael's got the Pirates, the aka Buccos. Case with the Friars. Zachary with the Giants. Richard with the M's. Michael with the Cards. Jake with the Rays. Larry's got the Rangers. Mike has the Jays and the Nats. Alright, guys. No more guesses. No more guesses, guys. Good luck. Let's pull some bangers. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Alright, take our little note off. 16-10, that Pirates-Rockies game. Low-scoring affair out there in Denver. Alright, got the good luck baseball duck in this. Box one. Alright, Pirates went for 2 on both of their touchdowns. Alright, box 1. We are sealed up all the way around. We have... Oh, did not take my note off. Oh, that's what I did. I took the text off, not the note. There we go. Alright, you're going to see that seal. We're going to cut into that. See what we got. Quack, quack! It's a dying duck. Alright, we have a former Pirate, but that's not who this is going to. This is not a Pirate hit. This is a Rawlings TriStar Authenticated Major League Baseball. How about a former Rookie of the Year, Bobby Crosby. Bobby Crosby. And this is an Oakland A's hit. Yes, they're in Sacramento. They're going to be in Las Vegas. When they move to Vegas, then we'll change it. But still Oakland in my book. All right, Michael, congratulations. Former Rookie of the Year, Oakland A's shortstop, Bobby Crosby. Bobby Crosby. Met him actually when he was a Pirate. Early 2010s. Maybe 2010, maybe 2011. Down at Market Square in Pittsburgh. Bobby Crosby. Thomas, you gotta be a believer. I don't know why you can't believe it. Alright, box 6. You gotta believe it. Now we got all the beavers in Canada. We're good. We're safe. Alright. Sealed up. All the way around. Secondary seal. It's gut time. Alright, we actually pulled this game not too long ago. Might have been last break even. Rawlings, TriStar Authenticated Major League Baseball. How about a little Ray Knight? Ray Knight. That'll be a Reds hit. Cincinnati Red hit. Going out to Troy. Troy, congratulations. A little Ray Knight love. Alright, little Ray Knight. 2-time All-Star. Former World Series MVP. The Mets. But this will be a Reds hit. A little nightcap. I can't believe Pirates trades weren't that impressive. Okay, I believe that very much. Alright, guys. Baseball bat number 2. This is sealed up. Right there. This is the barrel down here. Barrel. But we're going to use the knob area to cut open it. Alright, guys. Good luck. Let's get some banger here. Alright, we have a Hall of Famer. Hall of Famer. Mr. Andre Dawson. Dawson. I know that's an Andre Dawson right there. I better double check, but I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, Andre Dawson on the hit. Hall of Fame, Andre Dawson. Now go out to the Washington Nationals. That's it's an Expos hit. Andre Dawson. All right, Mike, congrats. Andre Dawson. All right, that'll go out to Mike. That's a Nationals hit. Yeah, he's got a nice sig. All right, we've got Dawson, Knight, and Crosby. The Hawk is right. Not Cubs, no. MVP with the Cubs, but it's a fair question. I'll pull it up. I just know it because we've done it a few times. But he's an Expo. So here we are, Andre Dawson. This tends, when you go to Baseball Reference, tends to be that the team you got the highest WAR with was the team you'll see pictured in the photo here. But look at this, long career with the Expos. Long career with the Expos. Very good. His MVP season came with the Cubs, which ironically was only a 4 in the WAR category when you see some 7.9, 7.5, 6.9. You know, some pretty incredible stuff there. Second place, Rookie of the Year with a 3.9. But, you know, great career. Montreal Expos, though, was a no-doubter. Alright, almost double. Almost double the games played. Alright, do we have any Dawson guesses? I don't see any correct guesses here. I should say, only Daniel said the Hawk later. No, hey, hey, I don't even care if you were questioning. I think it's a fair, comment though. So worth bringing up. You know, when a guy wins an MVP with a team, I think it's fair. And then, hey, you guys know I like to be as transparent as possible as well. So we good. And it's baseball, so I don't mind talking. I can talk baseball all day long. Any team, any era, anything baseball related you want me to talk about, I'm here. I'm your baseball guy. I'm your baseball nerd. All right, we got some baseball. All right, we'll go football. We'll go mystery box though first. I think mystery time is a good time. All right, so it's one figurine, one photo, and one jersey. For this, guys. Oh well, wait. You know what? No, we'll go. We gotta do a giveaway. We'll do a giveaway here. We have a baseball giveaway to do. All right. Someone's gonna get a pack, a hobby pack. They're gonna tell me left or right. Everybody that put a guess in for baseball. Then we'll do this letter from the alphabet. So after this, we will. How long did you put a guess in? Alright, we'll take names only. Alright, so it has to be a name. There's 2. There's 3, 4, 5. There's 6. One more makes it 7. Alright, Francis, you're going to have to help me here. I know I wrote this down, but Francis, I need your information to make sure I get this out to you. But you're going to get a box of mystery. Now you guys can get a letter, but I need Francis's. A, he's going to tell me left or right, and then B, you're going to have to give me your name so I can make sure I get this to you. I apologize. I know I had that written down at one point. Or we'll just take Francis. To message me. Alright. Well, I'll give him a chance, and if not, we'll just have him message me. Alright, we'll figure out Figurine first. Figurine box 1's on the table. We also have 7 and 8. 1, 7, and 8 for the Figurine. 1, 7, and 8. Figurine style, one time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 8 for our Figurine. Alright, box 8's coming up. Box 1 is coming off. Alright. Photo. We have all the numbers but 2, 5, and 6. 2, 5, and 6 not in there. 1, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, and 10. For our photo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. So we're going to use photo number 3 here. Photo number 3. We'll cross that off our cheat sheet. Here is photo number 3. Now we have box 1 for our jersey. 1 is our jersey. We also have 2 and 4 as possibilities. So 1, 2, and 4. One time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 1. No jersey that's out there, sticking with what's good. Alright, so Francis, if you join us, you'll get a pack. If not, you watch it on recording. Let me know which pack you'd like. Alright, guys. Well, just hit me up. Alright, you guys have the letters from the alphabet. We gotta figure out who's getting what letter for this break. I'm gonna call no more guesses. So we'll head over to the randomizer. 7 times. If this was the 7th time, George would have the letter A and the letter Z, but guess what? We're just gonna swatch these bad boys up. There's 3 times. We're at 4, 5, 6. One more makes it 7. Alright, George is still gonna have the letter A, but Jake has the letter Z. Jake, you might want to change that. Jake wants Zendaya and get rid of the the leprechaun. Good luck. Alright, let me just paste these in and then see if we can get this to refresh. I did this and then brought it back to that screen. Does that update it? No. Oh, I rats. I don't like that they don't have the patch yet. OBS is acting really weird. We talked about this on Monday. Because you guys can see when I do it. It just blinks. It's supposed to refresh. Alright, give me 1 second. I have a workaround that maybe will work. My workaround didn't work. Now it won't let me refresh it. Come on, guys. Like, come on. Oh, maybe I do this. That didn't work. Oh, how I love technology. It's so frustrating. Like, it's nothing I can even control. It's all OBS is. So it's supposed to. Oh man. Not normally this complicated, folks. All right. Well, I know I have one job. I failed. Hey guys, guess what? This is the list. Right here. George, you have the letter A, the letter B. Jake has the letter C. George has the letter D. David has the letter E. We've got Jake with the letter F. George has the letter G. June the letter H. George has I and J. Mark has K. George has L. Troy has M. David's got the letter N. George has O. Mark has P. George has Q, R, S, T, U, V. No, T, U. Michael has V. George has W. June has X. And Jake has Y and Z. And that's not going to show up when I hit this button. Ugh. One more try. One more try. One more try at this. It worked, guys. Technology, you just have to screw around with it. And you know what? Because I don't like technology, that's life. Hey! Alright. No more guesses, guys. Is anybody making a trade? Nope. Alright, let's get into this. I will let anybody see if anybody wants to work. If anybody wants to make a trade, go ahead, show your groovy face on the trade block, and let's say no whammies. Alright, hey, I'm not seeing any trade chatter. Granted, a lot of goofy chatter, and that's my fault, but technology's fault. Let's do this. Good luck, everybody. Let's use... hey, he's looking for the letter V on this. Let's use the legendary Michael Evans, our actor connoisseur, as our good luck charm. Box number 3. Good luck, everybody. Yeah. That's not a technical issue. Ooh, alright, here we go. We've pulled this before. This is a Wilbert McClure. Wilbert McClure, that's really cool. There we go. USA, Team USA boxer Wilbert McClure. That'll be going out to Troy. Troy, congratulations. Beckett authenticated the late Wilbert McClure coming your way. Congrats, Troy. We've got box 1. Box 1 right here. This is sealed up. Secondary seal will be right there. I am going to be in, if anybody is familiar with the area, Denver, Pennsylvania tomorrow. Family reunion. We've had about 60 years of clams, a clam bake. So I actually won't be filling any orders till Sunday. I'm driving about 4 hours out of town for a clam bake family reunion. My dad's from Lancaster County. Reinhold's is just north of Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Going out there for a family reunion. My mom's side's from the Pittsburgh area. My dad's from the other side of the state. So that's where I'll be tomorrow if you're wondering, having any questions. Ooh, Lucky Luke. Lucky Luke coming out here. We have a hockey jersey on an old school. This is going to be the 1970s/80s purple Los Angeles Kings style. Yes, Lucky Luke did wear this in a couple throwback games with the Kings. But this is Luc Robitaille. Luc Robitaille, Hall of Fame hockey player. And that's going to be the letter R. The letter R right there. Lucky Luke is his nickname. And I'll go out to Luc Robitaille. That is George. George, congrats. Luc Robitaille. Ooh, George. Jake is willing to trade for that. Lucky Luke. And that is JSA on your authentication. George's response. Got any Funkos? Alright, guys. We have Good Luck Baseball Duck on this. A little actor love from Michael. Let's do this. Box 8, sealed up all the way around. Backside, front side, go sound. Alright, we're going to cut this down the middle, see what we got. Alright, you guys could have a three-way trade with Jake, George, and Jeff. Jeff could send his Funko to Jake. Jake could send that pylon to Jeff, and Jeff could send... And George could send this... I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, it's possible. Alright, guys. There is a Funko in here. There is a Funko. Ooh, no way. We have never pulled this one. Alright, this is the actor, and I don't know his name. The actor that played Elliot from E.T. That's really cool. The boy, the kid. E.T. That's really cool. Elliot. Right there. Right there. Elliot. Alright, so the actor that played Elliot from E.T. That's his autographed Funko. Alright. Beckett on our authentication. WZ 54359. A capsule of a 24526. Henry Thomas. Henry Thomas, the letter T. The letter T. And that is going out to George. George, that's really cool. Henry Thomas on an E.T. Funko. The actor that played Elliot. No Reese's Pieces included, unfortunately. Thomas, you knew it. Better than I do. I actually didn't know his name. Alright, guys. So, for the hits, we have MRT. So we have Mr. T. Literally, MRT for the guesses. So Mr. T, how cool would it have been if we would have pulled a Mr. T there? I guess it wouldn't have lined up letter-wise. Yeah, it would have, because Mr. T. T. How crazy would it be if the Pirates lost this game? Ah, Kevin. Alright, Mr. T. Alright, Nate had the T. Mike had the M. Art, Daniel. M to Michael. Jake had M. Jeff had R. June had M. Oh, the S is M. Angela had T. Joseph had F. Jones. What up? And Kevin. Alright. 7 times. Top name on the 7th time. You're going to get a box of mystery here. There's 3, there's 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Michael Evans. Alright, Mr. Evans. You are going to get a box of mystery. Please bear with me. I have to hit this button. Alright, Mike. Let me get these boxes of mystery ready. Alright, there'll be 2 hits, 1 whammy, Mike. 2 hits, 1 whammy. Alright, Mike. We have silver, we have the police, and we have gold. Alright, Mr. Evans. Alright, Mike's going gold. Alright, silver had a baseball leaf vivid proof pack. One of one was in there, so there was a vivid baseball 1 of 1 proof. So you missed out on that. Alright. Then we have passed up on the police, and the police had a Chronicles football pack. Alright, a Chronicles football pack. Alright, Mr. Evans. You were saying no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Oh no. Oh no. Mike, I think not all whammies are created equal, because you just got a Snow White Funko. Look at that. It has a black and white Snow White Funko. Pretty cool right there. I think it's really neat. It's meant to look like what it looked like when it was sketched. So, there you go. A little Snow White Funko. Congratulations, Mike. You are very welcome. $16-15 Pirates Rockies. Insanity in Denver. Absolute insanity. Alright, guys. We are going to jump into some baseball here. This is 2 autographed jerseys and 1 autographed photo. Alright, so it's 1 photo, not 1 but 2 jerseys. For this, there are 3 items. You're just going to give me 1 Major League Baseball team, 1 team. If the team you give me comes out of either jersey or photo, you are going to get your name put in ram.org for a chance at a baseball box of mystery. Alright, let's figure out the jerseys. We have boxes 2, 3, 5, and 7. 2, 3, 5, and 7. There's 1 time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 times. All right, boxes 5 and 7. 5 and 7 are going to be used here. All right, so boxes 5 and 7. All right, so here they are. Boxes 5 and 7. 5 and 7. Those come on. They're going to replace boxes 2 and 3. All right, 2 and 3 out of there. All right, for the photo, we have boxes 1, which is on the table, and 8. 1 and 8 for the photo. Last 2 I have from that whole series. 1 and 8, 7 times. There's 1 time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 8, let's make that swap. Alright, grabbing box 8. Alright, so that is box number 8. That'll go back here. Box 1. Save that fun for another time. Box 1, we done. Alright. Last call on those guesses. Jake has the Diamondbacks. Michael has the Braves. Mark has the Orioles. And the Red Sox. Jeffrey's got the Cubs. Dudley's got the White Sox. Troy's got the Reds. Jake has the Guards. Justin with the Rocks. David's got the Tigers. Big Dave with the Astros. Richard with the Royals. Michael's got the Angels in the outfield. Jake's got the Dodgers. Brett's got the Marlins, the Brewers, and the Twins. Mark has the Mets. Bradley's got the Yanks. Michael's got the A's. David's got the Phillies, just in time for the Pirates. David's got the Padres. Zachary's with the Giants. Michael's got the M's. Daniel's got the Cards. Brett's got the Rays. Larry with the Rangers. Mike's got the Jays. And Jones sitting there looking pretty with the Nats. Alright, guys. We're calling that. No more guesses. Oh, man. You guys got a lot of conversation going on. Might have to take this all the way around to the far side. Alright, we have boxes 5, 7, and 8. Alright, 5, 7, 8. Got a squishy good luck stress baseball box 5. Here we go. There's our seal. This is not one of those ones I have to throw my arms into. We'll just rip it, cut it, chip it, do our goodness. Ooh, no way. There we go. We have a Wild Thing. That is Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen on a Vaughn jersey. Wild Thing right there. That'll be a Cleveland Guardian. Jake, there you go. There you go. There's that lucky streak starting. Alright, Ricky Vaughn, Wild Thing. You make my heart sing. Ricky Vaughn. Cleveland Guardians. Alright, JSA on the Charlie Sheen. Nice pull. Winning. Box 7. Box 7 right here. There's our secondary seal, main seal on RSA products. We're going to cut into that, see what we're pulling. Number 9. We actually pulled this the other day. Different product, but we pulled a Marquise Grissom. Marquise Grissom. This will be an Expos jersey. That'll be a Nationals hit. That's going out to Jones. Jones on the hit right there. Washington Nationals / Expos. Marquise Grissom. Alright, let me put in Marquise Grissom, Expos jersey. That'll be a national sale. You are very welcome. Alright, JSA on the hit. Alright, this is box 8, guys. Box 8. Second to last photo I have from this whole series. Sealed up all the way around. We're going to cut into this. See what we got. Give it a pop. Our photo. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Black and white photo. San Diego Padre, great right now. Fernando Tatis Jr. That's a sick looking photo. So black and white, but we got some color on the bat flip and some color on the player right there. That's a nice looking hit right there. That is going out to David. David, your second nice hit of the night. All right. He's got a Fernando Tatis and a Sammy Sosa. The PED Club. All right, David. Steve, you know, I am too, but part of me says, well, they just hit with in the digital age. They just hit that snapshot 15 times in a row, and eventually one of the photos is going to look like that. That's my theory as a non-photographer. Jake. Faxo. Padres, Nationals, Guardians. What are the guesses? Ooh, Kevin had the Guardians. Angela with the Nationals. Alright, it's going to be Angela versus Kevin. Did I miss anybody? I think it's Angela versus Kevin. Let me put your boxes together while you guys let me know if I missed anybody. There'll be 2 hits, 1 whammy. Angela versus Kevin in the race for big. The race for glory. Steve. Alright, Angela versus Kevin. One of you guys will get a box of mystery. Did you really say it was going to be Wild Thing? Alright. Top name's going to come out on top. Angela. 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Oh, it's Angela. Angela coming out on top here. Alright, Angela, you are going to get to pick a box of mystery. We did this break right here. Alright, we have the shark, we have the gold, and we have the police. The Pirates lost that game. The Pirates lost that game. Did we lose Angela? Right, Steve? Angela! 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 Alright, well, Kevin, go ahead and make a selection. We lost Angela. Kevin, which box would you like? Why not? I'm giving it to Kevin now. I'm giving you the cop car if that's what you want. I'm giving Kevin the cop car. Why not? Alright. Kevin, passed up on the shark. And inside the shark was the whammy. And this one, Kevin, was just for you. Brad, what up, dude? Yeah! Whoa! Passed up on the gold. The gold had a pack of Topps Heritage 2020 Baseball. Nice pack in there. Guess what, Kevin? You just got the 1-of-1 baseball proof pack. Alright, Kevin, congratulations. Alright, Kevin. 1-of-1 2024 Vivid Proof Pack. Let's go. Oh, this is great. This is great. How about a 1-of-1 production proof of Kobe Mayo? Kobe Mayo, 1-of-1 proof right there. That's sick. Pre-production proof, Kobe Mayo. That's awesome. Great pull. Great pull right there. Alright, guys. I have some news for you. It's time! It is time, my friends, for the VIP box. We still have 3 more breaks tonight after this. But I wanted to do the VIP box now. Alright, we gotta figure out. It's going to be box 35. This guy right there. What we don't know is what jersey it's going to be. Jersey 3, 5, or 6. 3, 5, or 6. Alright, I'm going to have everybody out there. You are going to give me in the chat one NFL team. It can come out of the jersey or the helmet. Everybody that guesses correctly is going to get a box of mystery. Everybody. So 3, 5, and 6 are the possibilities here. Everyone. 3, 5, 6. The VIP selection. Let's go. There's 1 time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Box 3, the one that's in the front. That's the one it'll be. Box 3. Alright. In our break, we have, and I'll ask on those guesses because we're going to get into this. We have Steve with the Cards, Justin with the Falcons, Stacy's got the Ravens, Mike has his Buffalo Bills, Michael's got the Panthers and the Bears, Stacy's got the Bungles, George with the Browns, Kelsey with the Cowboys, Steve has the Broncos, we've got Dave with the Lions, Steve has the Pack Attack, Jared with the Texans, Angela has the Colts, Larry's got the Jags, Case has the Chiefs and the Raiders, Jared with the Chargers. June has the Rams. Steve has the Dolphins. We've got Stacy with the Vikes. He's looking to hit hometown hero right there. June with the Pats. Justin with the Saints. Williams got the G-Man. Rick's got the Jets. Jet. Steve's looking to hit across the shore and hit something big with the Fly Go Fly. We've got Charlene with them Steelers. Dave's got his Niners. Justin with the Seahawks. Case has the Bucks. Justin with the Titans. And Jones in command. Let's go. No more guesses. Let's go. Alright, guys. Life is like a box of VIP hits. You never know what you're going to get. Alright, we have box 3 for our jersey. It's our seal. Secondary seal will be under there. Going across. Let's hit pay dirt. Cut into that. Let's see what we got. I see the number one. Williams. We have Arizona Cardinal hit. Aeneas Williams. That is an Arizona Cardinals hit, I believe. I'll double check. I think it's Aeneas Williams. Because Aeneas Williams, I thought were 35, so I could be wrong, and I could be throwing everybody off. That could be a college jersey. I better check and make sure this isn't the Okay, Steve, I might have thrown it off. If I did, I apologize. This might be a wide receiver. This might be a J. That sure looks like an A, right? But that might be a J. Oh, that might be a J. Sure looked like a B or an A, but now I'm thinking it might be a Jameson Williams. But oh boy. Alright, B, D, 3, 6, 5, 8, 7, 8, 5, 4, 8, 8. It is Jameson Williams. It's a great hit either way. Hall of Famer versus a really, really good wide receiver. That's Jameson Williams. Sorry about that, Steve. That is a hit. That is a Lions hit. Dave, that's a sweet, sweet wide receiver. Going out to Dave. Let me put that in here. Alright, that is Dave with Jameson Williams. That makes me look dumb. Sure looked like an A at first. And then I was like, Aeneas Williams did not wear one, though, in the NFL. Alright. Guess what, Dave? Or, Steve? I'm still going to give you something here, Steve. Steve, you were going to tell me, do you want... This is a 2022 pack. You can either have a Chronicles or a Contenders pack. I'm going to give you one of those. It's my bad. I got to give you a little something for my bad. Gave you false hope, so I'm going to... You got it. Let me put your name on this. Alright. Going Contenders. Taking the Chronicles out of the equation. Alright, Steve. Contenders pack. Alright. Little Zach Wilson. Cam Akers is the place to be. Rashad Bateman. Alvin Kamara. David Montgomery. Tua. There's an Amon-Ra St. Brown, teammate of Jameson. And look at that. Second year guys right there. Mac Jones and Micah, I don't know where I'm going to play this year, Parsons. It's a nice looking insert. Alright, Steve. Sorry about that again. Hope you enjoy those cards. Alright, guys. Box 35. If you guys need me to exchange emails, let me know. Box 35. There is life right here. Let's go. This is the VIP. VIP. Let's see if we can pull ourselves not just a nice hit, but a monster. Alright, guys. Again, the box 35. If you like this VIP series, let me know. I can do more in the future. Let me know, guys. Did you like this series? If you put it in that chat, I'll do more in the future. Secondary seal, up, down, all the way around. Not all the time, because it is an expensive price point, A, for me, and then for you guys. So I get it if we're not all interested. Paper out. Alright, here we go. Let's see what we're pulling. Let's pull some heat. Let's pull some heat. Oh, we might have a double dip. Double dip. Look at this, guys. Authentic camo helmet from the Detroit Lions. We have tight end Sam Laporta. Sam Laporta. That is a sick, authentic helmet right here. Beckett on our authentication on a camo Sam Laporta helmet. That is so cool. So sharp. So sharp. Dave with back-to-back hits here. Wow. Woo. All right, Jake and George, message me what your trade is so I know. All right, guys. Nice pull right there. That's so nice. All right, Lions for the guess. No Lions guesses. No Lions guesses. All right. That pops so nice. We don't see the camo on too many authentic camos. All right. I'm going to put 2 packs of cards. Let's do 2. No whammies. We'll just do a silver or gold box. Silver or gold box. And whoever put a team guess in will have a chance here. Simple packs. Nice packs. Simple packs. Left. Alright. As long as you put a guess in. Alright, 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Kevin, back-to-back giveaways. You're going to tell me left or right, Kevin. Congrats. And then the last three, we have 3 more breaks for me. Hopefully we didn't lose Kevin, too. Going with the right. Alright, the silver. Alright, passed up in the gold. Gold had that pack of Chronicles and nobody keeps winning. Alright, Kevin. Let's see what you're getting out of silver. How about a pack? Look at that. Pack Resurgence. Topps Resurgence. Let's do it. Let's get you a nice pack here, Kevin. Alright, Kevin. Topps Resurgence 2024. How about a little Frank Gore, future Hall of Famer? Current Hall of Famer, Bob Greasy. Look at that. Jalen Wright, rookie. Nice breaker. And look at that parallel. Darius Robinson refractor. Not numbered, but a nice looking refractor of Darius Robinson. Alright, Kevin, this card's coming your way. Alright, 3 breaks remaining, friends. It is time for a little baseball. We know it's 1 bat, but it's also going to be 2 balls. You guys can be putting 4 Major League players on 1 line. 4 players, 1 line. Let's figure out what 2 baseballs coming out of this fresh case right here. Alright. We'll do it like this, that, and that. Why not? Kind of a loose wrap on some of these, but they're all sealed. Alright, we've got boxes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 through 4 on the top, 5 through 8 on the bottom. This will be for the baseballs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. 1 and 8. 1 and 8. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right there. So 1 right there, 8 right there. Now we gotta figure out our bat. We have box 1 on the table and box, I think it's 6. 5. 1 and 5. 1 and 5. I'll just bring it over. I had to grab it to look at, so I'll bring it over. Here is bat 5. Alright, so 1 and 5. 1 time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. Bot number 1. So 5 gone. Alright guys. We have Dudley with the Diamondbacks, Jared with the Braves, Troy has the Orioles, David's got the Bo Sox, Jeffrey's got the Cubbies, David with the White Sox, Troy's got the Reds, Jake with the Guards, Brett has the Rockies, Ryan's got the Tigers, Case with the Astros, Michael E with the Royals, Michael C has the Angels, Dodgers, and Marlins, Chad's got the Brew Crew, Matthew's got the Twins, Michael E with the Mets, Case has the Yanks, Troy's got the A's, Daniel's got the Phillies, Michael's got the Pirates, Adam's got the Padres, Zachary's got the Giants, Jared's looking to hit big with the M's, Michael E's got the Cards, Brett's got the Rays, Chris with the Texas Rangers, and Mike's got the Jays in the Nationals. Alright guys, no more guesses. Alright, last month we had National... I don't know if anybody even knew this. Last month was National Hot Dog Day. And this guy was a big fan. Oh yeah, hot dog. Right. Oh yeah, big hit. Let's go. Nom, 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 nom. Alright, I'll real quickly flash my baseball note. We can reference that again if needed. But just to be safe, it's out there. This is box 1 on top here. Box number 1, box 8's right there. Secondary seal right there. Let's give this a cut. See what we got. Good luck, everybody. Yeah, you've got Thomas and Mike. I've got your guesses in. You're good. Ooh, alright. We've pulled this once and I forget the team. Rawlings authenticated. Major League Baseball. We have Noah Schultz. Noah Schultz coming out of there. And I don't even know. Noah Schultz. Is it this way? I'm going to find out. Noah Schultz. It's got to be this way. Noah Schultz. And that is a Chicago White Sox hit. Chicago White Sox hit. First round draft pick 2022. Noah Schultz. Number 10 prospect in all of game. I didn't know he was that high. Coming into this year. With Baseball America. Alright, Noah Schultz. That'll be a White Sox hit. Alright, so in this break we have White Sox going out to David J. David is like butter because he's on a roll. That's a hat trick. That is a hat trick. You can toss those hats in. Alright, Noah Schultz. Baseball. Alright, Noah Schultz, White Sox. Alright, this was box number 8. Oh yeah, let's go. Big hit. Oh yeah. Secondary seal right there. Oh, big time hit right here. Alright, and I think this guy hit on this a week or two ago, but big time hit right here. Alright, we have a Rawlings authenticated Major League Baseball. How about a little James Wood? James Wood coming out of that. Congratulations, James Wood on the hit. Alright, that'll go out to Mike. James Wood on a big time hit for the Washington Nationals. Washington Nationals, James Wood. George, if you don't mind, can you message me that through either eBay or through an email? I just need a confirmation message because I'll need a reminder. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Jake. Alright, guys. Nice hits. Any Wood guesses? Alright, guys. Baseball bat number 1. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Big hit. Oh, yeah. So this is the barrel, and that's the side that wants me to open it. I'll show you the knob end as well. It's pretty generic wrapping from RSA, but let's get into it. There's one cut. There's a second. And a third. We'll pop that like that. Coming out. Louisville Slugger. Oh, I know that signature. I know that signature. We have from the Los Angeles Dodgers. We have first baseman Steve Garvey. Steve Garvey going out to Michael C. Michael C. A little love from Steve Garvey. Dodger great. Steve Garvey. Angela, that's awesome. Congrats. Alright, Steve Garvey to the Dodgers. Alright, still have 2 more breaks, by the way, guys. A reminder on that. Alright, Angela! Angela! Let's go! Alright, Angela. Angela, I am going to have 3 boxes of mystery. 3 boxes of mystery for you here. And we'll have 2 hits, 1 whammy. 2 hits, 1 whammy. No whammies. No whammies. There will be no whammies here for you, Angela. That is right. We have 0 whammies for you because you guessed correctly the player. Alright, Angela. We have police, we have gold, and we have flowers for you, Angela. Going with the gold. You got it. Alright, Angela, you passed up on the flowers. The flowers had a Stars and Stripes pack. Stars and Stripes pack coming out of that one. That's 1 in 3 chance at an auto or mem. Passed up on the police. The police had, a $15 Dad Break gift card. So we missed out on a Dad Break gift card for $15. Alright, Angela. The gold. Alright, we have a hobby pack. 1 in 2 chance has an auto or mem card in there, Angela. Alright, 1 in 2 chance has an auto or mem card. Let's go. Alright. We have a Orlando Arcia. Orlando Arcia. He's a nice shortstop. Played in the MLB for a while. Brian Gonzalez. There is a Tyler Naquin. We have a filler card. Oh, they got us. Former top prospect Carson Fulmers had a nice career. And Anderson Miller. All right, little Orlando Arcia, Brian Gonzalez, Tyler Naquin, Carson Fuller, and Anderson Miller. So 3 guys with decent Major League careers coming out of that one. Alright, Angela, those cards coming your way. Alright, whatever you want. Okay, that's good. Hey, you are welcome, Angela. Sorry it's not an auto or mem, but we tried. Alright, we have 2 more breaks remaining, guys. Let's do a little bit out of order. We'll go with the authentic last. Let's do this, the Blitz break. Let's go with the Blitz break. Alright, so we'll do the Blitz break. We have everybody out there. Pretty simple. I'm going to have everybody. This is going to be for. I want to challenge you guys. This will be for the photo. We've had a photo in every box. Watch this box and I'll have a photo. If not, that's on me. But for the photo, you are going to give me an NFL division. Division only. Alright, I'm kind of different here, but we'll do a division for the photo only. If you guess correctly, your name will go to random.org, and you have a chance at a box and mystery. Alright, so pretty good chances with that. How about that? We'll have some fun. Give me a division, that'll be for the photo only. And it'll be 2 hits, 1 whammy, and we'll have some fun with that. Alright, if this was, but it's not, but if it was the 7th time, Adam would have the Cardinals, Kevin would have the Commanders, but we're gonna have some fun with this. Alright. Adam, all the way down to Kevin. 7 times. There's 1, there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 times. So Kevin's gonna have the Cardinals, and Caden's gonna have the Commanders. Alright, so I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna hit. This is not the right button, okay? I'm gonna make sure just to try to help hit the refresh correctly on this. Now I'm gonna show the blitz. See if that worked correctly. Oh, sure did. Alright, Kevin, you've got the Cardinals. Michael's got the Falcons. Charlene's got the Ravens. Michael's got the Bills. Mike has the Panthers. Michael with the Bears. David's got the Bungles. Michael C with the Brownies. Juan's got the Boys. Jake's got the Broncos. Aaron's got the Lions. Michael's got the Packers. Mike's got the Texans. Chris has the Colts. Kevin's got the Jags. Daniel's got the Chiefs. Mike has the Raiders. Kevin with the Chargers. Mark has the Rams and Dolphins. Jake's got the Vikes. We've got Charlene with the Pats. Just in time for a Saints hit. Jake's got the Giants and the Jets. Mike's got the Flag Will Fly. William's got the Steelers. We've got Adam with the Niners, Caden with the Seahawks, Michael's got the Bucks, Jake has the Titans, and Caden is sitting on the commode. Alright, any trades out there? I know that we might have some people looking around, but if you have any trades, Daniel has the Chiefs, and Mike has the Eagles. Maybe a trade could be made right there. I know that Daniel's more of an Eagles fan. Mike would probably not complain about having a Chief, but I'm not sure if you guys are both in here or not. I'm going to call no more guesses. Mike, not often do the Pirates lose 16 or when they score 16 runs. My lord, Mike. My lord. Daniel and Mike. Mike, do you want to do that trade? You want to trade the Eagles for the Chiefs? Mike W. Alright, we've got a deal. We have a deal. Alright, the Eagles are now Daniel, and Daniel now has the Chiefs. I thought that might work for you guys. Alright, now reflected. Alright, guys, no more changes. No more changes on that. Good luck, everybody. We know this was the other box from the case. When we have open a case, there's 2 boxes in it. So when we get to this, we know it's this box. Alright, sealed up. All the way around. See if we can find some glory in there. There's 1 cut. There's 2. There's our final cut. We have 1 more break after this one, by the way, guys. 1 more break. Oh, there's a big hit. Almost pulled it out by accident. Oh, well, you guys have talked about this like he was willing to make the trade. He might be willing to make this trade here in a bit. Alright. We have a Hall of Famer from the Chicago Bears. How about this guy? Mike Singletary. Mike Singletary. Going out to Michael C. Mike Singletary from the Bears. Bears. Alright. Mike Single. Alright, I'm going to pull the other item before I talk about the big hit. There's a monster, there's a headliner in here. We have from the Patriots, Mr. Uche. Uche coming out of there. That's a Patriots jersey. Alright, Uche. Alright. Oh, Christian. I always want to say Christian. Josh or Joshua. Now it'll be a Patriots hit. Not an Eagle yet. Not an Eagle in this one. That's going out to Charlene. Josh or Joshua Uche. On a Patriots jersey. Alright, Beckett authenticated on the hit. Alright. Here's the headliner. And this was actually rumored as a trade, and so he might already have one of these. Not sure. But from the Minnesota Vikings, how about this? A Funko of Justin Jefferson. That is sick. This is heavy too. There's some heavy weight to that Justin Jefferson Funko. Alright, very, very nice. On the Justin Jefferson Funko. What a beaut. What a beaut. Congrats on the big time hit. Jake. What? All right, big time. And then, like I said, there's some weight to it. That bottom of this has some real weight to it. And that's Beckett on your authentication. All right, guys, here we go. Send it to me. Alright guys, here we go. This is a Gold Rush photo. This is the one we talked about. We assumed we've got one. Technically not every box has a photo, but so far every one we have has. Alright. There's the photo. You guys, your guesses for the division on the photo. I don't know. Two headliners in one box. Look at this. How about the GOAT before we knew what a GOAT was? Joe Montana. Gold signature on the photo. That's so awesome. Adam. Big time hit for Adam right there. That's my man Adam. Look at that. Joe Montana. Gold signature. That is JSA authenticated. That is so, so nice. Love that one. Absolutely love that. Wow. Look at that. Two headliners in one box. Boom. Let me mark that down. 49ers. That's an NFC West guess, by the way. What a hit. Wow. What hits. We got two Hall of Famers in Singletary and Montana. A likely future Hall of Famer in Justin Jefferson. And then Joshua Uche, who's not a bad player, current player in the NFL with the Eagles now. Former Pat. Alright. NFC West for the guess. NFC West for the guess. Alright, Thomas, you had the correct guess. Thomas is the only correct guess I even see. I could be wrong, but I think, Thomas, you are going to be the collector of the soul here. Thomas. The question we have for you, Thomas, are you going with a shark or are you going with some gold? Shark or gold, Thomas? You get to pick. Gold box. Alright. Thomas, that means you passed up on the golden egg. Golden egg had a Chronicles pack. Chronicles football. Missed out on the Chronicles football pack. Everybody missing out on that. Then you passed up on the Shark. The Shark had a 2023 hobby pack with the guaranteed auto in it. Alright, so you missed out on that as well. Alright, Thomas. You know what that means. Alright, Thomas, coming out of this, look at this. My daughter picked this one out. It is a Hot Wheel, and they call this Hot Wheels Let's Race. And this is called Buns of Steel. I said pick a funny one out. She saw that one in there. Buns of Steel. That's right. There are french fries in there, and then there's a hot dog bun. Buns of Steel. Haha, let's go. Alright, guys. Really? I've never seen a Hot Wheels vending machine. But I really enjoy picking out the funny ones. Like, my daughter and I, we go to, like, Target, Walmart, you know, those places. And I'm always like, pick out a funny, it's just fun to go to those stores. Like, I turn the experience into, like, oh man, I gotta go shopping with my family. Like, to the mall or to the store, into, like, alright, Gianna, that's my daughter's name. Pick out a silly Hot Wheel, or if we find something silly, like old school thing for giveaways here. It's just a fun thing to do. But I've never seen a Hot Wheels vending machine before. It's fun. Alright, guys, one more break. Last break of the night. Last break of the night. This was from eBay. Hopefully they fix that and it doesn't keep blinking like that forever. We gotta figure out the jersey, and then we gotta figure out the authentic helmet. We have box 5 and 6 for our jersey here. 5 and 6. You guys, everybody out there, to give me one NFL team. If the team you give me comes out of the jersey or the helmet, you are going to get to pick a pack of cards. We'll do no boxes. We'll do no whammies. I'll pick a pack of cards first, and we'll start out by first get right. The first correct guesses get to pick first. So the earlier you get your guess in, the better. All right, but not better if it's wrong. All right, so okay. Well, apparently we are frozen in time. So we'll go back to this view. It does not want to work. Ah, boy. Never had that issue. Well, random.org is down right now. Of course it is. Of course it is. So you know what we'll do? No joke, this is what we'll do. If it lands, this is heads, this is tails, okay? Heads, pepperoni, tails is the bottom of the pizza my daughter made. Heads, box 5. Tails, box 6, alright? Heads, alright, we're going to do box 5 for the jersey, alright? Box 5. Box 6 coming off. Hey, I have to think of something because it wasn't working. I'll watch it be working. Well, hopefully it's working soon. Now the authentic helmet. Hopefully I can open this up and it's working. Alright. This is box 1. This is box 2. Behind box 1 is box 3. Behind box 2 is box number 4. Alright. This is for the authentic helmet. Let's, hey, it's up now. Let's go. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whew. One time. 2, 3, 4. I don't have a coin with 4 heads on it. 5 times or whatever, 4 sides. 5 times there's 6 and 7 times. Box 3, which is the one behind box number 1. Alright, box 3. Alright, so this is box 1. We're going to rip this. Alright, we're going to rip that to get access to this. Alright, so that was box 1 right there. I'm going to take my marker. We're going to give this a big old star. Alright, so that is box 3. That's the one we're going to use. Alright, so box 3. This guy right there, you'll see that star. Alright, last break of the night. We'll break on Tuesday. I'll have the new stuff for Tuesday on the site within about 5 minutes of our break ending tonight. So if you're interested in a specific team or spot, check it out. Alright. We have box 5 on the table. Box 3 as the full size. Alright, Jake has the cards. Michael's got the Falcons and the Ravens. Mike has the Bills, or Rick has the Panthers. William's got the Bears. George has the Bungles. Mike has the Browns. David's got the Boys. Rick with the Broncos. Mike's got the Lions. Charlene's got the Pack Attack. Michael's got the Texans. George has the Colts. Jones has the Jags. William's got the Chiefs. Michael's got the Raiders and the Chargers and the Rams. Steve has the Dolphins. Dave has the Vikes and the Pats. Larry's got the Saints. We've got Michael with the Giants, Daniel with the Jets, Michael's got the Fly Eagle Fly and them Stillers, Dave's got the Niners, Steve has the Seahawks, Troy with the Bucks, William's got the Titans, and Michael is sitting on the commode. Seriously, Thomas, I'll take it because my family reunion's tomorrow at 4 o'clock in that Denver, PA area, and it is going to be warm, but it's outdoors. Not too, but it won't be too warm for being outdoors is what I meant to say. Alright guys, we'll end the night. We did a heads or tails, so why not do tails never fails. Alright, we've got tails here, the donut version. My daughter makes these good luck charms. Some of those older than others, 5, 6 years old on some of these. Alright, good luck guys. Box 6 sealed up all the way around. I wish our weather in the northeastern part of this country here, Steve, Thomas, I wish it was like this year round. I know people say it's like that in San Diego all the time, but I've never been. So give it to me now. Alright, secondary seal. Cut into that. See what we got. I see a 2. I see a 2. Ooh. Is that a 2? Okay, I'm really confused. Guys, it's a 49ers jersey, but that is a 2. Oh, okay. Alright, I thought it might be Garcia. I saw, but the 2 threw me off. Look at that. 49ers running back, former Eagle, Charlie Garner. Charlie Garner on the hit. Alright, so that's a 49ers hit. Dave, another nice hit for you tonight. Congrats, Dave. Charlie Garner. Going to your 49ers on this one. Got a couple hits with earlier with the Lions, now getting a hit with the Niners. Charlie Garner. Yeah, Steve, you did. After the Eagles. Or was it before the Eagles? Now you got me questioning what the timeline was, but he sure did. I had a really cool Charlie Garner 49ers card back in the day. Football card. Back in the day, actually. I remember thinking, oh, this thing's going to be worth a lot. It wasn't. Never was then or now, but it was a really neat looking card. It was after? Okay. Alright. Box number 3 is our helmet. Box 3. Let's get that. Tails never fails. By the way, as always, thank you guys for a break with me. And the guys that got, everybody that got in on this break here, you got the spot on eBay. Thursday night spots, the spots that sell on Thursday night, man, do they go for good prices. You guys did well. Really good prices on this. From my perspective, really not a profit made for me from this break. So kudos to you guys though. Like, I am super impressed that you guys are able to get good prices on these spots. All right, guys. Box 3. Box 3. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. There's the front. Our back. Ooh. Oh. Potential for a monster. Potential for a monster. This guy has had the biggest night of everybody. Some people have had big nights. This guy has had double hits twice now on the full-size helmets. Double hits on the full-size helmets for Dave. Dave G. with a Minnesota Vikings helmet, quarterback. Hall of Famer, Warren Young. Warren Young, oh my god. Warren Moon. Warren Young played in the NHL, if you guys probably never heard of the guy. Warren Young played in the NHL for the Penguins. This is Warren Moon. Warren Moon, Hockey Hall of Famer. Oh my god, Hockey Football Hall of Famer. Right there, Warren Moon on a Vikings authentic full-size lid. Dave with a monster night. Two authentics, 2 jerseys on them. And Jeff is down for a trade. Alright, let me mark that down. Warren Moon. Alright, so Vikings and Niners for the guesses, and if you guess correctly, you're automatically going to get a pack of cards. Vikings and 49ers. Jeff with the Vikings guess. Shocker! Is Jeff the only correct guess? I don't see a 49ers guess. I think Jeff is the only correct guess. Alright, Jeff. You're going to get your pick of pack of cards. There's going to be no doubt about it when it comes to who's getting what. It's you. And you alone. Alright, trying to get some good options for you here. Alright, Jeff. We're going to go old school. Score 2013. We'll go Prism Draft Picks 2021. Chronicles 2022. Chronicles 2021. And Topps Resurgence 2024. Hey, good night, Angela. Jeff, go ahead. Let me know which one of those packs you would like. Taking my gloves off. Gonna get ready for this pack. Hey there, Jeff. Tops, you got it. A little 2024 Tops love for you here. Alright, Jeff, Tops Resurgence. Let's go. Well, a little Brett Favre ended his career with the Vikes. Ozzie Newsome. Little Peyton Manning, conductor. And a refractor, Enos Rakestraw. Enos Rakestraw from the Detroit Lions. A rookie refractor for you. Alright. That'll be the pack for you there. Unfortunately, nothing huge, but a couple of nice cards. Got a couple Hall of Famers, 3 Hall of Famers, and a rookie refractor. Alright, Jeff. Donald. Alright, guys. Have a great weekend. I will be back here on Tuesday. You guys take care. Don't forget to check out on the site the free Fantasy Football League if you haven't already. It's completely free. Alright, guys. Take care.